educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in today. One of the things that I've been dealing with recently has been, can I really grow my podcast? Can I really take this to another level? And each and every one of us, we deal with those moments, right? Where we are not certain whether we can get a particular job or something completed, right? So as we sit down and we review things that we've done over our lives. So I'll give you an example. My job, my last corporate America position, I was hired for this position and everything seemed fine, right? It was a department of 3. One person left, they were promoted. And so I interviewed for the position, whatever it was. Got the job. So I get over to that job or that position within this company. And immediately things were not as what they seemed. And what I mean by that is I'm thinking I'm going to this position. I'm going to learn as much as I can. And let's go, right? Well, when I had gotten over to this position, I was all by myself. And what I mean by all by myself, I mean literally all by myself in this particular job position. My direct co-worker in this position, same title, whatever it was 2 of us, plus our manager. So she was out on maternity leave. Now, she had just gone out on maternity leave. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, prior to me starting. So I was aware, but not aware, really. So she was out on maternity leave. And then as soon as I was supposed to begin, the very first day, I was advised that my manager, I get a phone call. I'm sitting down at my desk, first day and everything. I noticed that her door is closed, all that type of stuff. The very first day, my manager is in another state because one of her parents passed away. So let's put this in perspective. My direct coworker, right? Same position. She's on maternity leave. My manager is in a whole nother state, and not just another, like one state away. Let's say a whole time zone away, right? And she is, because of her faith, she is not really available based off of her faith, right? And so I am in this position basically a month by myself. So I tend to look back on that opportunity or that moment. It was about a month. When I take a look back at that, I have to chuckle because I was coming to a new place, a new space, not knowing the job, not knowing the expectations. And to some degree, I kind of messed myself up by not paying attention or whatever it might have been, because I didn't know the job. I felt all alone, whatever it was. I was young, whatever it might have been. But because hindsight, I think I could have done better, right? And of course, hindsight is 2020. But what I'm getting at is that even in that place, even the position that I was placed into, I had to say 3 little words in order for me to get beyond, because I had a lot of negative thoughts. One, I had a lot of negative comments because I was by myself. I did have a little bit of support by my people that were above my manager. I did. I don't want to discredit any of that. But I did not come in this position knowing as much as I probably could have, because it was something for me first doing, right? You go into a new position, you don't know what's going on. You have no idea, right? And and I say you have no idea because you might have an idea. You see the job description, but when you get over there, sometimes it's totally different, right? So, or it's not what you expected. So you get over there, and your level of expectation has changed of becoming as great as you thought you could be, because you're there by yourself. And there were a lot of times where I had to say, yo, I got this. I got this. I got this. How many of you have been in those positions, that type of position where, you have no idea, no training, you're not feeling the greatest, whatever it might be, and you have to say and encourage yourself that I have this in this situation in order for you to even keep a job, right? In order for you not to feel humiliated or embarrassed or whatever it is. In order for you to say, I am strong enough to handle anything that comes my way moving forward. I learned a lot, and I probably needed that in order for me to excel in where I am today. So when I wake up in the morning, I say, yo, I really need to grow this podcast. I really need to put out my master classes or whatever it is. Well, I tend to look back at that situation and say, you know what, Maurice, I got this. I'm more powerful than I think I am. I am more organized. I am more determined. I am more committed than I want to give myself credit for. So sometimes we have to change this mindset, right? And this book puts it in perspective of saying to yourself and just speaking those words of affirmation that, hey, I have this, I got this today, and I'm going to have it better tomorrow. Are you putting in the work, the energy, the time to become a better version of yourself 2, 3, 4 minutes from now, 5 days from now, 12 years from now? Are you a better version of yourself that actually impacts not just you or those that are immediately around you, but how about your community? How about the world? How are you making an impact of everybody? I encourage you to wake up in the morning, look in that mirror, and say, I got this. I got this. I'm not as overwhelmed as I thought I could be. I'm not humiliated. I can eventually overcome this situation. My attitude is great. I am feeling inspired. I encourage you to say, I got this.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?